based on her impressive career. Now, according to this little short Georgia State lawsuit, students are about to learn so much from the Real Housewives of Atlanta cast members' career. And I don't see a thing wrong with that, go Kandi. But what is it? Symbolism. What else? What else is it? It's definitely not reparations. And at this point, ADOS is like, okay, well, since there will be, as Kamala Harris said, I'm not going to do anything that will just benefit black people, but you can go out there and do something just to benefit LGBTQ, immigrants, DACA, whatever. Okay. So, we do what we want, basically. The government ain't particularly helping us no way, so be our own government. That's basically what we've been doing, figuring out how to survive without the opportunities for businesses like we were promised after the civil rights. And everything went to all that affirmative action and all of that. That legislature went to immigrants like Obama and Kamala Harris, and other immigrants like Hispanic, Latinos, black immigrants like those from the African continent. They got it. Only thing blacks got was like that girl said, everybody disliked so much. All they got was welfare, food stamps, project housing. That's it. And basically no jobs except for those on the farms. You know, just finding something to do for the most part. They ain't look down on sometimes you're hired, some get hired, some don't. But as long as you just accept the disrespect, that's about it. But this thing with Kandi having her course, who is these courses benefiting? Who are they benefiting? Because the white culture already know how to do what Kandi did. They invented, I won't say but they invented it, of how to become successful. Like Kandi did. All Kandi did is what Trump said he did. It wasn't illegal, so he did what he did with his businesses or whatever. That's what Kandi did. So now you're gonna put Kandi up as a model for black people. You can do what Kandi did. We'll make a course of Kandi's life and career and show you black people who we didn't allow to have business opportunities, to show you how she did it. So I've been watching Kandi little shows, financial shows showing how she did it, and the tips are awesome. They're awesome. I really learned from now. This year, getting this year deferment and all of that. I don't need a deferment. My husband can afford to make his payments. Our payment, so we don't need a deferment. You don't just get something just because it's offered. Like I said, Kandi got the PPP, but did she need it? I don't know whether she needed it or not. I know she opened up a whole new business with it. She did not pay the workers from her other restaurants and businesses with it because, like us, she could afford to pay her bills. But anyway, she doing it the way the culture do it, and she just allowed to do it, however she do it. But what is this course? This course right here, how does it benefit black people who were not given business opportunities? So we go take this course. Are black people going to be offered the business opportunity, because Kandi got into the business opportunities. The majority of adults that came through Jim Crow, that came through the civil rights, the parents that came through that, and we, the baby boomers, the children of the silent generation that came through that, and the baby boomers, the young people back then that fought, and now our children here, or our children getting the business opportunities that my baby boomer years fought for in the thing, because it was the baby boomers that fought. I was a baby then, well, 7, 8 years old. So a lot of these people basically were the silent generation. We were the babies that came out of that. And where we offered business opportunities so we could do what Kandi did. So of course of Kandi's life, how is that going to benefit Black Americans that came through ADOS, that came through Jim Crow, that came through the Civil Rights Movement, and now we are here with our millennial children who themselves aren't offered business opportunities, but is out there making business opportunities. Because they saw what the baby boomer parents went through. But anyway, to me this here is just symbolism. Studying somebody else's life on how they became the way they is not going to put me in a position to do what Kandi did. It just makes me sit back and just study what she did. And what good is studying what she did when it's going to do somebody trying to start a business? What we gonna do is what we doing now. Sit back and figure it out. Baby boomers still here. The baby boomers and the Generation Z, not Generation Z, the Generation X. Because my husband is a Generation X. He born 67, so he X. I'm baby boomer. And then you got the Generation Y, which of those will be younger like Brad. Seems to have a problem with because she stay harassing Portia Williams about being a millennial, as if people aged out of a generation. I don't get that. I don't get the enviness that Brett have for Portia being born a millennial. I don't get that. You are what you are. You don't. Well, I will be on this earth 60 years in October. And I haven't aged out of baby boomer. Another whole year, and I don't age out of baby boomer. So I don't understand how a Gen Y, how a Generation Y, Generation X is my husband. He's on 67. I think Brett born in the Brett born in the 70s. I'm not sure. I know she's older than Portia. She's a generation. I think Brett is a Generation Y, because she's the younger version of the Generation X, which is my husband. But my thing is, we're here now, which is the greatest time to be alive, because we're here, 2020, the end of the Pisces era, moving into Aquarius. And I've been, and just for the last 2 years of my spiritual journey, I'm beginning to earn some of these, because all before, none of this mattered to me. But I think the Aquarius pulls the water out, flowing water. So I understand that to be knowledge. 2020, we are getting super downloads of knowledge, information from information from God, and waking up to what the Bible calls the going ons in the earth. All these things in the earth, they always been there, but you couldn't see it. Now in 2020, perfect vision, we're beginning to see it. It is what it is. So this is super great for Kandi. Will Kandi get paid for being a case study? I don't know. I know baby boomers who weren't allowed to gain business opportunities. I know, because I've been trying to do my business since the 90s, 80s and 90s. So I'm a business-minded person. But those grants that were there that I'm eligible for, then I wasn't given. So what good is to study somebody, how they became the business person that they am, if you know it backwards and forth, but you are not given that opportunity. The opportunity is taken away. They don't want you to have it, but they want you to know about it, learn about it, but you can't have it. And how they do that is money. You got to pay money to take this course. You're spending money, but you will never make money from it. And that's the plight of a lot of black people that came through Jim Crow. That all the children of the silent generations that came through Jim Crow, that came through the civil rights, where nothing came. The baby boomers had to work hard all their life to get where they is. And now their children ain't trying to do that. And now we, pandemic, we in a whole new world. Things are different. It's time, since you're not giving us anything, what are we doing? We're going to sit back and create our own. We woke. We sit back and create our own. We can create our own, we just have to know it. I'm creating my own right now. Literally. A lot of the stuff that I needed to learn to be a successful business person, I wasn't in the right position to do it. Now I see that the stars have lined up, and now I'm in the right position to learn what I wasn't allowed to learn back then. So I wasn't in no rush. I just sit back, taking the information that I was allowed to learn, and just knowing that this over here is not going to help me. So why am I taking in this and it's not helping me? It's obviously not the right information. But anyway, the course is a good thing for Kandi, I guess. It gives her what they call clout, and black people who the opportunities were taken, who were eating, like I say, you know the opportunities there, you go for it. But you were told, or we don't have any more funds, or we were told, well, we got this loan over here you can get. Set you up for failure. I can see failure a mile away, so I'm just not going to go get it and then fold. I'm just going to keep pushing. Keep pushing. Now, I'll push, and I will be earthbound 60 years in October. Living my human experience. Anyway, basically my opinion of this is that this is just clout for Kandi and symbolism for us, because we gotta pay to take this course. and then sit back and envy Kandi. Or we try to figure out how to get where Kandi is. I knew how to get where I need to be. But that's like taking a hammer. I need to screw this bolt in this table. I bought a new table, outdoor table. I need a Pacific screwdriver to screw that bolt in that table. But all you give me is a hammer. Hammer is too rough. Or you go give me a hacksaw. I'm never gonna get that screw in that table. It is what it is. But anyway, thank you for watching my video. If you like the topic, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, because I'm trying to hit that 1,000, and I will see you next time. Bye.